Ladies and gentlemen, live from North Hollywood, California, you're listening to Talk with PhillyG.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
That's awesome. This is Talk with PhillyG. And for your purposes, I'm PhillyG with Luca. When the music goes away, it's not, wow.
We still got to feel as epic as if the music's playing in our head.
Right?
Yeah.
The way your announcement came in, it's like powerful. And
wrestling,
man. And then I'm like, and Luca. Sorry. So Luca's name is Paul.
Right.
Can we say that?
Sure. It's like, yeah. I don't have. It's not a witness protection or anything.
Are the cops looking for you?
Yeah. Not in this country.
Yeah, we can't mention the ones. So welcome. This is our very first show ever. I will be speaking to you and to Paul, and at times to Ed, who's on the control panels. So this is our very first show.
Exciting.
Welcome.
Debut. Well, congratulations on your first show.
No, congratulations to us.
Yes,
this
all of
is
us.
about us. It's not about me. It's about we. Right?
God, that was...
There you go. I would like to say
I just want a minute.
Yeah. I don't want to. Yes, I don't want to steal your emotional time, but I'm very excited because today we have a very special guest.
We do. It's nice to have artists on the show, and I think we're blessed with a great one today. His name is Ron Velvet. The debut album is The Velvet. We'd also like to remind our viewers that today's show is brought to you by Japonica Restaurant in Redondo, and we'd like our viewers to subscribe and search for Talk on YouTube with PhillyG. Look for Talk with PhillyG on YouTube.
Wow, look at that.
What a logo. Japonica Restaurant, folks.
It is. We'll do their commercial later.
Yes, we will.
We're going to talk about initially. I just want to introduce what the show's about, right? So we're live. Where are we?
North Hollywood, California.
Specifically?
Next to the Burbank Airport.
Or
in Argentum Studio A in North Hollywood, California.
Argentum Studio A. Very stoked to be here. This whole setup is the creation of Argentum Studios, and it's a podcast setup, right? So that everyone could come here and they could do a podcast if they want to. But what specifically, we set this up because we want to have a show that features and showcases the people who come in our doors, artists, photographers. We have musicians.
We do.
We have muralists.
Yes.
Creative professionals. This is kind of like an inside Hollywood show where we're going to meet professionals and we're going to learn about them. We're going to...
we'll get their experiences.
Yes, their experiences, and we're going to see their talent.
Yes, absolutely.
And in fact, Ron Neri Jr., a.k.a.
Ron Velvet,
will be performing live today 2 times.
That's right. The debut album is The Velvet. Look out for that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Look it up on YouTube and wherever you could see. On
Spotify as well.
Spotify, yeah. The videos are a lot of fun. And so we'll meet Ron in a little bit. But first, I wanted to tell you, I watched a show.
Yeah, you mentioned Netflix when you came in here. What are you watching?
Well, I mean, just to be fair, until someone says otherwise, I watch Netflix like 100% of the time as compared to any other service.
Hulu, and you don't Disney
Who
Plus?
What?
You don't Disney Plus? You don't Amazon
Plus.
or anything like that?
Well, yeah, so Paul is our resident nerd, right?
Every place needs one.
And so you probably watch Disney Plus, don't you?
I've seen a few things. I'm all about the Gargoyle animated series.
On what format?
On Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was a really it's an old cartoon from the 90s.
Oh.
And it's just great. And they haven't ruined it with a remake yet, so until they do, I'll watch that old cartoon.
Who doesn't like gargoyles?
Everyone loves gargoyles.
When I think gargoyles, I think like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, right?
Yeah.
When he's up in the bell tower.
Talking to the gargoyles.
Yeah, that's cool. But I watched a show on Netflix. It's called The Minimalists. Minimalists. Try saying that.
Is this a home organizing show?
No, that's Marie Kondo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got that one too. My wife's Japanese, so I know all about the Kondo and her organizing. This is minimalist in the same kind of, I mean, she's about organization. This is about minimalism, which is...
Like as a lifestyle?
Yes. Josh and Ryan, they go around the country on a tour trying to, I don't think they're trying to get people to be minimalist, but if you could appreciate the value of the less you have, the more you value. So if you have a lot of things, economically and you value each thing less because you have more of it.
Right. It's a quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what these guys are talking about. And some people take it to the extreme.
How so?
Well, I mean, you can get rid of like everything and just have like, in fact, there's they call it like the 3-3-3 theory, where you only have 33 pieces of decoration, clothing, and earrings and everything.
33 things.
33 things,
like
for the
including
month.
your. Oh, okay. I was
For
going
a
to ask
whole
how
month.
Q-tips work.
Yeah, well, these guys, even Josh and Ryan, they only have several pairs of clothing when they travel. Very, very few things. Like one small little suitcase to travel
Oh, that's
around.
nice. I like that.
And it was funny because they're saying like all black underwear except for one red pair of underwear. And that red one separates the clean from the dirty.
Oh,
okay. That's the dividing line. So it's a great show. There's a lot of really poignant dialogue in there. There's a book that you could get. They have a book out there.
But what is the goal of this? What are they hoping to do by being minimalist?
They want to spread happiness.
Oh, okay. So like a decluttering of it's not an environmental slant or anything. It's more about just your mental health and.
Yeah, it's more if you're into meditation, right? That's going to be helpful. And minimalism, right? Having less can help you be happier.
I would agree with that. I've got a lot of stuff. I always feel good when I get rid of it. And then I don't know where these Funko Pops come from, but then I'm surrounded and I'm not happy anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and that's it. And so I think if we can economize not only in the things we have, right?
Mm-hmm.
They show a lot of pictures of like a Black Friday sale. On Black Friday, actually.
Yeah.
And people go in. Remember when they attack each other and they're macing each other?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And they're like all attacking, and it's like, what the heck, man?
My girlfriend was 9 and was pushed by an adult woman during a Black Friday sale. Like shoved,
Right?
forcibly shoved by an adult.
Yeah.
It's a terrible.
Like even if it wasn't Black Friday, that's inappropriate.
Right. Yeah.
But somehow on Black Friday, it's appropriate, right? You can push kids.
Yeah. Black Friday is like it's like the lawless time, Like,
Yeah. So what they're saying is like, don't concern yourself with consumerism so much, right? Focus on what you're trying to do. Have a path in life and go down that road. You don't need to indulge in consumerism.
For a long time, I did not have a video game system. And this is after I was taking improv and I decided to start writing more.
Right.
And when I had an Xbox and I got the red ring of death, when it died.
Right.
And instead of getting a new one, I just stopped using it and started writing more.
Is that good?
And it felt great. Like one less thing, to worry about. And then my girlfriend's got a PlayStation, so I'm right back on it. Because it's fun, man. Video games are dope.
I saw so my youngest boy, he's a YouTuber. Like he watches YouTube incessantly. And he talks to YouTube like he's being the YouTuber while he's playing his Roblox.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, like he's having his own show.
Yeah, he's doing his own show.
This is the new Tea Party.
The nut does not fall far from the bush.
From the nut.
What do nuts grow on? And so that's what he does. He like talks to his iPad while he's doing Roblox.
Interesting.
Like he's doing his own show. So I'm like, all right, we might have to fix that and get him his own show. I don't know if it's interesting or not. But the funny thing is, because I'm old and they're not, like whatever I think is interesting or not interesting has no bearing on what everybody else
They're in a
thinks.
completely different world.
Yeah. So his ramblings are probably like super interesting and, people,
to him, yeah.
And well, to everybody, tuning in to
I
him.
could see this podcast made for a younger audience.
Oh,
like,
dude, you're not kidding, bro. You know what I mean? So we got that. I also watched one of our good friends from the show is on a show called Maniac, right? Rome Conda. We met him at the Asian World Film Festival.
Yes, you mentioned that.
Yeah, so he's going to be on the show in a couple weeks. I think he's on the 4th show.
Good, excited for that.
So he's on that. Jonah Hill, right, is in the show. Maniac. It's we'll talk about it later on. But Netflix putting up some really good content.
I saw the Dracula show.
Ooh, how was that?
3 episodes. They're about an hour and a half each.
So it's a mini series.
It's almost like you're getting a trilogy of films. Remember back in the day, there used to be TV movies that were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like in the 90s,
Generally, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I say pretty cool. They weren't as like cool as the real movies, but like now with streaming.
You mean like North and South?
Probably one of a million of them I have not seen. But
Sorry.
Oh yeah, North and South. Yes, I remember this one.
Patrick Swayze.
Oh, epic. Yeah. They still show that in the South.
Is that what you're talking about, though?
Yeah,
like
that kind
like
of format, miniseries style.
Yeah.
The Dracula, though, they just made it 3 episodes, each a movie length. I liked it a lot. I think Netflix was smart in their approach.
What's the take on it, though?
It's
How's
a little.
it different?
It's horror.
Yeah.
But it's
Graphic?
also there's occasionally graphic stuff. Like he comes out of a wolf at one point. He's fully naked and covered in blood.
Cool.
But it's done with campiness. You know,
right.
Like he's slowly draining the life out. He's really old and he's draining the life out of his house guest, and he's trying to make his house guest sign papers over to him, and he's like, "You can't move," and he's like, "Well, you just look positively drained," you know, like jokes like that.
Right.
Yeah, he makes in sense of minimalist, Dracula is not like he's a man of culture in this one. He's not just a rampant monster, right?
Right. Okay.
When it comes to choosing victims, he's a connoisseur, not a glutton.
Okay.
Minimalism.
Yeah.
Yeah, you reduce the things
like
you
that.
have, you know.
Well, wasn't that like really like the original Dracula he was, you know, kind of posh for a monster, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He
In
lived
this one,
in
he
a
starts off a
castle and
monster, but the
triangles.
more British people he eats, the more British he becomes.
You
he's-
take on.
Yeah, he's learning the society by eating the right people.
How cool is that?
So he has like a scientist. He eats that to
Interesting.
get the knowledge.
I like so you could think back of like Interview with a Vampire, right? Was that like highbrow Dracula?
romance,
Right?
romantic, pre-Twilight, Twilight.
Did that bore you?
No, I loved anything with vampire. I'm in hardcore.
That show specifically, wasn't that like
Interview with the
3
Vampire
hours
was.
long?
Are you talking about the Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Or
That was Brad.
yeah, that was a long one.
Right?
Loved it.
You did?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. They could have cut that into a couple shows.
I wish they would have, man.
They could have
Kirsten Dunst
meted
was
it
so
out
good in that,
somewhat,
yeah.
and then we all would have like been like, "Oh, I can't wait for the next one."
What I love about seeing an actor play a vampire is
Yeah.
that they all have this different version of what a vampire is.
Right.
And some actors take it like over the top. And I love when they do that. So like in any good vampire thing is over the top for me and ridiculous.
Right.
Yep.
See,
Blade was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think all of those things, when you indulge and you take things to the nth degree, you know, and you figure out what that boundary is, then we're all like, okay, that's enough. Isn't that called jumping the shark?
Yeah.
At
when
a
you take
certain
things
point.
too far, yeah.
But you're saying this Dracula show did not jump the shark.
I think Dracula started off jumping the shark right away, but they stay jumping the shark every 5 minutes.
Right.
That's the best.
And I think I saw an article. It said that the whole zombie thing is out. Like that's gone.
Possibly things go in waves.
Right.
Yeah. But you know what doesn't go out of style is fine dining.
Ooh.
So our sponsor today, Japonica Restaurant in Redondo Beach, offers a sushi/izakaya Japanese cuisine. They serve Japanese favorites such as sushi and sashimi, but also multinational dishes, which are casual Japanese tapas. It's a kind of unique dining experience. You can share dishes among your friends. Izakaya itself comes from pairing sake with the meal, which is something sake sommelier and chef Takashi Sada learned from his father, who taught him that sake exists for food while educating him on the fine points of pairing. If you'd like to come check out sushi/izakaya cuisine, check out Japonica in Redondo Beach. They have a unique thing here, Phil.
Let's hear it.
They smoke methods. They use a smoked method to enhance the umami in ingredients. You familiar with umami?
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
I am very much so.
You better not be familiar with my mommy.
Oh,
Go
look at
check
that.
go check out Japonica in Redondo Beach.
Yeah, so the camera will stay on me, and I'm going to tell you
Okay.
my experience with Japonica. I love Sada-san, so I know Taka and Chica very well, the owners, and that's where I met my wife, actually. Japonica Restaurant in Redondo Beach. It's gone through several incarnations, but it's just a great place to go and eat, drink some sake, eat, relax, have a good time. Everyone over there is so super friendly. And to this day, you know, I'm great friends with the family. And I recommend to everybody, it's in Redondo Beach, so it's a little bit of a trek. But if you can make it down there, could you show the card one more time? Let's see the card for Japonica one more time. Oh, look at that. Japonica Izakaya Restaurant, right? Redondo Beach. Make your way down there. It's all the way down by the Riviera, just before the bend, you know, where the car wash is. And it is well worth the drive. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from Studio A, Ron Velvet.
Yeah.
Wait, you're supposed to play the song, Ed. We're going right into the song. Are you doing that? He
I
missed
thought
his
you guys
cue.
were playing a part of my song as an intro from you.
No, we were going to go right into it. Hold on. Put Japonica back up.
Okay.
Put it back up. Okay, and then can you go into the song from there? And then we're going to come out into the song.
Okay.
Let's try it.
Yeah, you gonna introduce the song too? It's
I'm
called
gonna do-
Sorry.
I will. Here, let's try it again. Ready? Take two.
Cool.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, live from Studio A in North Hollywood, California, the Argentum Studios, we are proud to present Ron Velvet singing his song, Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that you've been sitting on the dreams that you've been wishing, but I've been doing my thing. And I can feel that you've been sipping on a drink, tripping, and you was dropping my name. Yeah. What's the point of a future going nowhere? 'Cause our dreams not align. You was thinking together forever, don't wanna waste your time. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. But baby girl, you ain't for me. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. But baby girl, you ain't for me. You plus me equals nothing. Nothing. Baby girl, you ain't for me. You plus me equals nothing. Nothing. Baby girl, you ain't for me. Baby, you should dry my eyes. You should dry your eyes. Baby girl, you ain't for me. Baby, you should dry your eyes. You should dry your eyes. Baby girl, you ain't for me. I'm sorry that I gotta say sorry. Don't mean to break your heart, no. Sorry that I gotta say sorry. Don't mean to tear your world apart. What's the point of a future going nowhere? 'Cause our dreams not aligned. You was thinking together forever, don't wanna waste your time. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm not, but baby girl, you ain't for me. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. But baby girl, you ain't for me. Sing it with me, Phil. You plus me equals nothing.
Nothing.
Hey, baby girl, you ain't for me. Sing it one more time. You plus me equals nothing.
Nothing.
Baby girl, you ain't for me. Baby, you should dry your eyes. You should dry your eyes. Baby girl, you ain't for me. Baby, you should dry your eyes. You should dry your eyes. Baby girl, you ain't for me. We're too different, you like it slow, I like it fast. You want some first, I want it last. You need a man, I need a girl, let's face the facts. I love your ass, and I love you like that. But I need a step back. Not that we're not supposed to be. Even though our love is hell, your body's heavenly. Kisses on you make me reminisce, yeah. But love ain't supposed to be like this, yeah. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. But baby girl, you ain't for me. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. But baby girl, you ain't for me. Sing it, everybody. You plus me equals nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, baby girl, you ain't for me. You plus me equals nothing.
Nothing.
Hey, baby girl, you ain't for me. Baby, you should dry your eyes. You should dry your eyes. Baby girl, you ain't for me. Baby, you should dry your eyes. You should dry your eyes. Baby girl, you ain't for me. Yeah.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Hey, I
Look at
appreciate the
that.
participation. You
Wow.
guys got that.
That was awesome.
You know?
I'll tell you what,
Oh.
dude, bump right there.
Thanks, man.
Dude, first show out, we come swinging.
Uh-huh.
Boom. Right? How'd that feel? You were nervous.
No, I felt good, you
Yeah?
know. Usually I like to drink a little bit before performing, but I didn't get to do that today, so it was different. But I wasn't really nervous. I was more excited.
Yeah.
You know.
You sound great.
Oh, thanks, man.
We were outside, and I'm like, warm up a little. You warmed up. You
I
warmed
tried
up.
to.
I mean, you brought it.
Yeah.
So that's what I love about this show. It's like, you know, it's about you, Ron Velvet.
Ron Velvet.
I like how you say it with the velvet.
You gotta be smooth.
Now
with
you
it,
just
yeah.
dropped your EP, right?
I did. I dropped it on 11/11, so November 11th this past year.
Where can everyone see it?
You can find it on Spotify. You can find it on Apple Music, Amazon, Google, everywhere. Tidal, Deezer, all those.
Now I know. Let's see. You're an actor.
Yeah.
Were you doing modeling?
I did book some print modeling gigs, but yeah, I've been acting for the past 6.5 years. So music is, I've been singing since I was a little kid, but like it's relatively new for me, like on a professional level, because I only recorded my first track called Velvet, which is on the Velvet EP, like in July of last year. So yeah, man.
So July, I mean, it's not even a year old, right?
No, not
We're
even.
coming like 7-8 months.
Yeah.
How's it going? I mean, you're getting some good response?
Yeah, I'm getting some pretty good response. It's always tough when you're starting out, because everyone in my circle knew me as an actor, and they some of them still currently think I'm an acting. They don't even realize that I'm doing music and stuff. But the response has been pretty good, man. We put it up on Spotify, and in less than 4 weeks, I had over, I think, 1,200 unique listeners and stuff. And
I recommend that everyone here go to Spotify.
Yeah.
And you go to YouTube, you have some videos up, right?
I got some vids on YouTube and my Facebook too. If you just search Ron Velvet, you'll find me everywhere. Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, one of the things we really want to do here is to support.
Yeah.
Right? Support the show. Mm-hmm. Support our artists. Support our actors, everyone. And I think that's super important.
Absolutely.
Because it really is your talent comes through.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no hiding. Right?
Right.
When we play that music and you got to sing.
Yeah.
No hiding.
No hiding at all, man.
Yeah, and I really respect that. In fact, after the second break, we're going to have Nate come in.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to... is this the first time you're doing this? Or they're going to do another song. What song is it?
We're going to do another song called Go Somewhere. We're going to be releasing this in February.
Okay.
But we're going to do an acoustic teaser for you. So this might be the only time we're ever going to play it on the guitar, ever. Because we only really want people just to hear the actual produced track. You know what I mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that? For the first and only time, we are going to debut the song live here acoustically, right?
Yeah.
So super stoked about that. Tell us about how your parents were supportive, not supportive.
You know what? My parents weren't supportive of me being in industry from a young age. I'm mixed, but predominantly Filipino. And any Asian parent wouldn't want any of their kids pursuing an industry like this, just fact, right? The thing is, at first it used to bug me when I was a little kid, because I remember being as young as like 5 years old, and my dad taking me to some place where I had to get some size and I had to audition, and apparently they wanted to work with me, but then when we got back, my mom was like, nope, not having. And and I get it, Philippines, third world country, they grew up like begging and stuff, and so I understand why they would want me to get a, quote unquote real job and not do something like this. But then since I have released my music, my mom has been very, very supportive. She's like reposting all of my videos and my songs on Facebook and stuff to all of her friends. So
you just had to get her to buy into it.
Yeah, absolutely. But even when I was acting, which I still am, when I was on TV booking shows and commercials and stuff, even though she would literally see me on TV, it still wasn't really enough for her. She wanted me to go back to my 9 to 5.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Is that really you?
And again, like it took me a while to understand, but I think as I'm getting older, I'm like beginning to understand more and more why, they just want a safety net for us, really.
Right. But I mean, she saw you in your dance troupe, right?
She did. She saw me when I was dancing in college for a crew called 909 Hip Hop Dance Troupe based out of UC Riverside. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah,
what up?
sure.
What up? Yeah. So supportive. At least now she is.
Right.
Yeah.
So, acting.
Yeah.
Right. Entertaining generally.
Yeah.
And singing now.
Yeah.
Right. Are you making proper music videos?
Not yet. That is on the agenda for this year. For the past 6 months or so, it's really been just building like a catalog. And so there's probably close to 30 tracks that I've done already.
Right.
We had the EP, which was 5 tracks, and then I released a holiday song called Snowfall, which is still out right now.
Yeah.
And all the other tracks, I'm probably no longer going to release an album anymore. It's always just going to be singles, because that's just the game nowadays. It's hard to get people to listen to all 5 or 10 tracks of yours. So the goal is once a month to release some new songs. So
do you feel like you have a strategy like for individual songs then? Is it like to get how do you get publicity, if you will? How do you get listenership to an individual song?
It really just comes from promotion. A lot of it has to be organic.
Yeah.
Because the fact of the matter is there's literally thousands of artists out there, especially in LA or all over the world,
tens
you know.
of thousands.
So there's, I think I read somewhere the other day that I think Spotify gets like 40 to 50,000 songs per day uploaded to Spotify. So it's
Right.
like, how the hell do you compete with someone like that? So really what it starts with is just organic promotion with your friends and family and shares. You know, if nobody shares my music, then nobody hears my music, and I'm just singing to walls, or I'm hoping that somebody will hear me, you know. And fortunately, because of people sharing my music, they played my song on a station on Dash Radio. My song
that.
Velvet. Yeah. And so, you just really got to network as much as possible, do as many shows, do shows like this, open mics, whatever it is, you know. There's no real like blueprint to success. You kind of just got to play,
right,
and see what happens.
We'll give a shout out to Dash Radio for supporting artists.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. I was reading about our friend Post Malone, and the way he kind of pushed his songs. I was surprised to see, like, he would promote them on Tinder.
Really?
I mean, I don't think I'm giving out all or trade secrets, but that's what this show is about. How, in what way, you know, can you really get yourself out there?
Yeah.
Through dating sites, right?
I heard TikTok was really big, but Tinder is like unheard of. Like, was he going on dates and playing
I mean, that's
his songs for his dates, or like what?
Yeah, I mean, do phony profiles and put your songs up there so people listen to it.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm gonna have to research that when I get back.
Old Town Road, right? They promoted that very unconventionally as well.
Yeah.
On TikTok, in fact, everybody was making their own music videos to that song.
Definitely.
And now look, right? Did you see his new song?
I didn't see his new song. The only one I really know
it's
is
called Panini.
Is it good? Like, have you heard it?
It's called. I think it's called Panini.
Panini.
It's very futuristic. It's like Blade Runner or something like that.
Okay.
And it's great. I mean, it's a lot more video production.
Yeah.
You know, I always like I want to feel the artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So once you start getting into big production, that's cool.
Yeah.
But when you're here and we're singing together, or you're singing and I'm watching.
No, you participated a little bit.
It's awesome, man. We just get such a great feel for it.
Yeah.
And we can really get your essence.
Yeah.
And that's how you, one fan at a time.
Yeah.
Right? We got a lot of fans out there. So subscribe, right? Go to Spotify.
Yeah. Search
Check it out.
At Ron Velvet. I'm everywhere.
Ron Velvet.
Yeah.
I don't have nicknames. I should get like, PhillyG is like my real name. It's not like a stage name.
Oh, it's actual PhillyG?
Well, I mean, Phil Goldner, right?
Okay.
So
right.
It's not a far stretch, but I like Velvet, dude.
You like Velvet?
Because Velvet's smooth, right?
That's exactly how it happened, man.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear the story, I can tell you. Like,
okay, wait a second. How are we doing right now? Up. Okay, so we're gonna put up when we come back.
Yeah.
Is Nate here, by the way?
I think he texted me. So yeah, he parked.
All right. So we're gonna put up the second commercial. Mm-hmm. There you go. You're gonna step out of the seat.
All right.
We're gonna get the very tall and good-looking Luca back into the seat. And you want to go chase down Nate and bring him into the studio?
I got him.
And we're going to talk about Phil Montgomery, one of my favorite people. I always like shower him with so much praise because, you know, he's a great friend of the show and a great friend of Argentum Studios. And, you know, I give him praise because of his style, his professionalism, and his product, right? He makes people look freaking awesome.
He's a man with a vision, yeah. What I like about his is the headshot, your story, where it's more of less of a headshot and more of a portrait, which I think is really interesting.
Right.
Yeah, because when I watch a movie, I'm not looking at the actor's headshot. I'm looking at them in a scene, with lighting and color.
Yes. Yeah.
And man, if you could just look at someone's, like a portrait instead of a headshot, you can just see so much more. Plus, I take terrible headshots, personally. I don't look good straight on in that boring environment. Yeah.
We got to find the right lighting and angles for you.
I think floating hundreds of miles above a cityscape is where I truly look the best.
There you go. So we had a pop-up headshot pop-up.
That's right, here
store,
at Argentum Studios, yeah.
Right? And, well, no, it wasn't. Well, we did one here as well, but for Phil, we did it at the mall on Crescent Heights and Sunset.
Oh, very cool.
And that was really awesome. So he came in, we rented out the storefront. It was a restaurant, and he came in and he did his setup, and he took photos for these people who signed up for the pop-up.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I was just really impressed with his professionalism. I was impressed with how he drew out. First of all, he asked you, like, what is it that you're doing? And then he finds that out. And then he really is able to capture your essence once he knows, like, what you're trying to do.
Right.
So this is what we're going to do.
Well, I just want to mention first that if you happen to see Phil Montgomery out in the street doing his headshots, or if you seek him out, or if you see him here at Argentum Studios, mention Argentum to him and get $50 off your next 3-look package, and that's good until February. $50 off. That's normally a $300 purchase, but mentioning Argentum to Phil Montgomery will get you $50 off. If you're at Starbucks and you see Phil Montgomery and you mention Argentum to him, he'll buy you a coffee.
Wow, I like that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the card back up. Ed, put Phil Montgomery back up. There you go. All right, we're going to have Ron come over, and we're going to have Nate come over. Nate, are you prepared? Mm-hmm. Okay, you're going to sit over there. You're going to put on the headphones. There you go. I'm going to, as soon as we're going to get him situated, and we're going to bring Ron back on, and they're going to sing and perform the song Go Somewhere. Is that correct? Right? We're getting the head. All right, so come back to live. We're going to go on to Nate, getting ready. Look at this, getting the guitar. There we go. And then Ron, you're going to come over here. Everybody, Ron Velvet and Nate Evans singing Go Somewhere.
All right, I'm back, y'all. And we're with my guy, Nate Evans, right here to my left. He's the producer on the song. And like I said earlier, this is first and maybe only time singing acoustic. So here's a little teaser for y'all. So, yeah. Ready? Let's go. Yeah. Ron Velvet, Nate Evans. Check. Got cars, got money, on the outside everything. Got the bees and the honeys, but the upside's lowercase. And at this minute I'm lost for words, 'cause you're standing right next to me, and it feels a little bit like love. So let your body find it fits with mine. We can mend our two hearts broken. To keep from losing, in our stranger's bed I lie. Big friends and not front for show, so the world believes that I try. Find another place, find another face, another one that goes nowhere. I've been wanting more, what we waiting for? Let's let this go somewhere. Somewhere you see right through me. I can be myself with you. No bullshit, no insecurities. So let your body find it fits with mine. We can mend our two hearts broken. Yeah. To keep from losing, in our stranger's bed I lie. Fake friends and not front for show, so the world believes that I try. Find another place, find another face, another one that goes nowhere. I've been wanting more, what we waiting for? Let's let this go somewhere. Oh, yeah. Go somewhere. Somewhere.
Wow.
My man.
All right.
Thanks, bro.
So we are going to do are you done performing?
Yeah.
That was awesome, Nate.
Yeah, thanks.
Great.
How'd you
playing.
feel, Nate?
So that felt great.
Right. So give yourself credit of what you're up to here. You're a producer. What is it that you do?
I'm songwriter, producer, writing with Ron on this song, and we're just collaborating on projects and. Yeah, so
you're in are you recording this or?
Yeah, I'm producing it, recording it, mixing it, and mastering it.
Is it your studio?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's at your house, and I know that Ron has to drive pretty far away. Where'd he go to?
It's in Montrose.
Oh, that's a trek.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a trek. It's not too far from here, but yeah, it's a little bit of a trek. Yeah.
Right. Great guitar playing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you co-wrote the song.
Yeah, we co-wrote it together.
Awesome. Well, we are going to look at me right back in the captain's seat. Well, it's great to meet you.
You too.
Yeah, so we're going to get Ron back in the hot seat.
All
We're going
right.
to thank you for coming out.
Yeah, absolutely.
We
It's great
appreciate.
to be
I know
here.
you. It was a trek for you to get out here. So thank you for making the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's fun.
cool. Awesome.
Awesome.
All right, so Argentum family, Talk fans, dude, I can't tell you, like, how happy I am that we have these talented people here today. We have a lot of talented people in this room, and that's really what this is all about. We're here at Argentum Studios, and we have so many people who come in and out. We have photographers, we have actors, we have musicians. Most of them are much more talented than I am. However, my ability, my superhero skill is talking.
I do know.
I'm able to talk. So if that gets me anywhere, then there I go. That was great.
Oh, you like that one?
No, I don't like it. I love it. That was awesome.
Cool. We didn't
Yeah.
I didn't know,
Dude.
how people would if you guys would like it or not. Cause
I think you should always do it like that.
yeah.
Right?
Wait till you hear the produced track, man. It's pretty.
Well, I like all your
Nate's
stuff. Like
amazing.
when I go online to Spotify,
Yeah.
and I look up Ron Velvet.
Mhm.
I mean, all your songs. So you're like an R&B musician.
I would say pop/R&B, but probably leaning more on the pop side. At least that's based off what everybody tells me. But I really like to sing like so many different styles because I just grew up listening to liking everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
That's great.
yeah.
Do you want to just talk a little bit about your writing style? I mean, first of all, you and Nate getting together and writing some songs, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He writes music, you write the lyrics. Is that how it works?
We basically come up with everything together. He'll just ask me how I'm feeling, if I have any stories, what's on my mind lately, and
Yeah.
so, I just try to find something. It's just kind of like freestyling and seeing like kind of what sticks, and then he'll produce the track in front of me in the studio, and then we'll just
Yeah.
work on it together, like line by line, hop on the mic and try to come up with melodies and stuff like that. And so
Yeah.
it's all like a very collaborative effort on this one. And we only just started working together just a couple of months ago, I think.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's been cool, man. And everybody's different, man. I work with like 6 different producers and stuff, and yeah, our chemistry is really good on this song. I think people will really like it.
You think
At
it's
least I
fun
hope.
to be like a songwriting diva?
Fun
Right?
to be.
It's like, hey man, I came up with this hook.
Yeah.
Figure it out, bro. Like, right?
Yeah, man, absolutely. The whole process. Is
I know
really
it in
dope.
my head. You make it come to life. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing, bro?
Dude, and Nate is so good that like, he's good at coming up with stuff on his own. Sometimes I don't even know if he even needs me. You know what I mean? But I think we complement each other like really well.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, you're the looks. He's the brains. No. You guys are all. Look, you got like a whole package. I think it's really great.
Oh.
You look good. You're singing well.
Mhm.
Right? You're writing stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, you're acting.
Yeah,
You did some kind of modeling.
I did, man. I
mean,
did.
what don't you do? Like,
Um,
what am I doing? Seriously.
You could do all those things too, man. I know
No,
you. Don't you have a
no.
music background?
Whatever. It's about you, not about me.
Hey.
But let's, so there's people, we're talking about music, and you're really trying to make it in music, and I respect that,
Yeah.
right? It's a grind.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
we
tough.
talked a little bit before about what you can do to propagate your fan base.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more. Like, so you leave here today,
Mhm.
and now everyone's going to be excited, right?
Yeah.
This interview hopefully is going very well, and people are going to be so stoked to see the acoustic version of Go Somewhere.
Yeah. First time,
Right?
and you guys are literally the first ones to hear it.
And thank you. I mean, salamat.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Okay.
Right?
Filipino. I see you.
There we go. We're so honored that you would come here and really do that for us. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
No problem.
Not only that, but you're the first guest.
Yeah.
No, there's other people, in your niche.
Mhm.
Can I just mention maybe the top of the tier would be like a Bruno Mars,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, and he's just like all over the place in a good way.
Yeah.
Styles, but he's like kind of retro,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's like got that whole art, and he's got the big band.
Yeah.
But he not only is he doing that, but he's writing songs for everybody.
Big time.
CeeLo Green, right? I mean,
He's a superstar, man. He's one of my biggest influences. Bruno Mars, man. He's
yeah.
amazing.
How do you emulate him in ways?
I don't know. I guess in the fact that he dances and he plays instruments and he sings and he can act too. I saw him on SNL doing his thing. So I guess I don't know. I kind of look at him like a cooler version of me. You know what I mean? Like we do the same things. Like I could dance too because I used to dance professionally, and I could sing and obviously act and stuff too. And so we do all of the same things. But I just like look up to him. Like he's like a cool older version of me or something.
Well, I'll tell you what. He's very flamboyant, and if you look at Bruno and like 24 karat gold,
Yeah.
like he's got like. The Versace,
Oh, yeah.
Right? For
Yeah.
that song, he had like the whole Versace thing going. And I think I like flamboyance. I
Yeah.
like over the top.
Yeah.
Because it kind of signals to people like, hey, I'm doing something.
Yeah.
I'm out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And your songs are out there in a good way. Not,
Right.
they're out there like to be judged. And that's the scary thing about songwriting, right?
You know what, man? Most people probably would be afraid. Like I've heard of other singers being like terrified to release songs, but I've never felt that way out of the 6 songs that we've released and the 2 songs that we have this January and February. Just because like I really like my music, man. I love my music. I listen to it all the time. Not in a way that like, oh, my music is so great, I'm in love with myself or anything. But I just think we make really good music that sounds good, and production wise, and so I just like listening to it. So I don't get nervous at all. Like I can't wait for people to hear the song I have called My World this coming month in January, and
Yes.
Go Somewhere with Nate in February. So yeah, not nervous at all. I'm excited.
I'm excited for you.
Thanks, man.
Like, I wish I was Ron. Can I say that? Okay, Ed. Put me on the camera. Ed. There we go. Ed's asleep at the switch over there. Everybody, Ed Sunga. What's that?
The name Velvet.
Well, easy, guys. I'm in the captain's seat here. You're all the peanut gallery telling me what to do. I'm looking at the camera, and I'm saying we have a guest here, Ron Velvet, who I wish I was him.
Yeah.
Young, good looking, talented. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me?
Don't make me blush,
Jeez.
man. Damn.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you
just
have
kidding.
your whole life ahead of you.
Yeah.
And my advice to you, which is worth what you're paying,
Mhm.
is like, there's no rules.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, figure it out, like,
Yeah.
on your own. Like, don't be the trailblazer.
Yeah.
There's no rules to like we were talking about. You can advertise on Tinder. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know,
Yeah.
and you shouldn't know. You should know what you don't know,
Mhm.
and then be like, okay, how am I going to do this?
Yeah.
I know how other people have done it, but how can I do it?
Yeah.
And then just figure it out. Like, do whatever Ron would do.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, just I don't, and I think you have the talent, you have the content, so you're going to be successful no matter what. Now you just have to let people find you.
Yeah. The hard part.
Well, it is the hard part, but once people really start catching on,
Mhm.
it's like it'll just go like wildfire, and that's going to be where you'll find your success.
Yeah, man.
And just staying true to yourself, being sincere,
Mhm.
performing with sincerity,
Yeah.
feeling it,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that the audience feels it.
Yeah, man. That's why I love performing live, man, because it's more than just hearing a song on Spotify. It's like you get to really feel me and see it through my eyes.
Yeah.
And that's something I definitely keep in mind every time I perform. Because sometimes you watch shows like back in the day when I used to watch like American Idol and stuff. I felt like some singers like great singers, but sometimes I'd feel like some of them would be hitting certain notes and just almost like showing off kind of thing. And there were a few singers where I was like, ooh, I could feel them. Like when it came to like Justin Guarini versus Kelly Clarkson and stuff, I thought Kelly Clarkson is so good, and she is, but when it came down to them two, I was for Justin Guarini because like you watch him sing and you look at him and you're like, dang, he means what he's singing right now. And so I love people who really do that, you know what I'm saying? And
No doubt.
Yeah, man.
Obviously, Kelly was a worthy winner.
She's amazing.
All right, let's hear it. The name Velvet. Everyone, is there anything special about your name, Ron Velvet?
Yeah, when I walked into the studio with my first producer, 900 Vibes, who I'm still working with, it was my first time ever going to the studio back in June. and he wanted me to sing for him and another homie who was in the studio with us. And I wouldn't say I was shy, but I was a little reserved. And so he played this old song on the piano called "Say It" by a group named Voices of Theory, back in the day song. And he starts playing it, and so I start singing to it, because when I hear that song, I'm gonna sing to it. And so I do. And when I'm done, the homie, his name is Stux, is in the room too, and he goes, "Bro, your voice is so smooth, like velvet." And then they say, "We're gonna call you Ron Velvet." And so that's kind of what happened, man. Like, I mean, throughout the months, at first I thought, like, is this kind of corny, to go by Ron Velvet? And so I was trying to change it to just going by my actor name, Ron Neri Jr., or RNJ, like the initials, or Ronnie V, which is still pretty dope because they call me Ronnie V. But then ultimately, man, after recording more and more tracks and listening to my stuff, I'm like, nah, man, I'm all about that Velvet. It's how I sing. We've made it like a verb. Like when I'm in the studio and they're like, and they want me to like kind of smoothen something out, like a certain line, and not singing so straight, they'll be like, "Hey, can you put some Velvet on that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got you, bro." And so, yeah, I'm all about the Velvet. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'm with that, because I think like every time someone gives you a name, like that's always better than when you make it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just it's right there where it needs to be. It describes you perfectly. Smooth. Your voice is great.
Yeah.
You have a lot of talent. I mean, I just wish you the best, man.
Thanks,
and I'm
man.
really, really excited. I'm really appreciative that you came in, Nate. Thank you very much for coming in.
My man.
So we are going to say thank you. We're going to wrap it up right now.
Okay.
Really, with all our hearts. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, bro. PhillyG in the place to be, y'all.
There you go. Support this guy. He needs your support, and he deserves your support.
Aw.
Right? All right. So right now we are going to go to a commercial. Ed, put it up. There it is. Argentum Studios. Argentum Studios. It's a place in North Hollywood, California, on Vineland Avenue, right by the Burbank Airport. And you can see right there, lights, camera, Argentum. We're an actor services company. Yes, we. So if you need headshots or self-tip, you know what? I don't even know what I'm doing. Let's have Luca go into his script.
Well, Phil may not know what he's doing pitching this, but you know who does know what they're doing is Argentum. Is that good?
I love it.
Okay.
I was just letting you go, dude.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Argentum Actor Services, located in North Hollywood, California, close to the Burbank Airport, is offering a multitude of services for upcoming actors or established actors. We offer self-tapes. We have beautiful hot sets, which are filmed by our very talented director of photography, Edgar Sunga. We also offer headshots and slate shots, very important for an actor's, all the tools that an actor needs in their toolbox, in their bag.
Sure.
Argentum is also about building a community among actors and performers, sharing stories, sharing insight. You never know where valuable information is going to come from. So for unknown information about your craft, come to Argentum Studios in North Hollywood, California. Phil?
Yeah, I would just say that Argentum is really about building the community, sharing the love that we have, the respect.
The support.
And the support, yes, and the professionalism, right?
Absolutely.
It's a professional company that really supports professional actors, professional voice, whatever, right? We have A&I, who's also a photography company supporting the highest level of photographers. And building the community.
Yes.
So when you come in, you really feel like you're in the nest.
Yeah. No, when I first started acting, Argentum had been around for decades already in Hollywood. So when I got an opportunity to work there first, it was a real honor to be part of something that was so known among the actor community.
Argentum back in the day. AJ. Yeah. Wow. AJ Havar. He's an awesome guy. He's here in the studio.
He's in studio right now. AJ.
Yeah. He's got a little grin on his face, probably because he wants me to take me to lunch at the Indian restaurant down the road on Lincolnshire.
AJ wants to take beautiful photos of you because that's what AJ does the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully one day we'll have him talking on Talk Talk, giving his insight and years of stories.
Someday. So we are transitioning away to... Thank you to Argentum Studios. We're here, by the way, in Studio A. I'll repeat it again. Our net show, Talk with PhillyG, filmed live, right?
That's right, in North
This
Hollywood.
is recorded, and then we're going to put it up. But soon enough, we're going to be doing this show live, straight to YouTube. But this one's recorded and then posted. I mean, no difference, but just an extra step.
Right. Either way, we can't afford to mess up.
Well, there's no
Whether it was
messing
live or
up.
not, no.
See, can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah, for sure.
When we have guests come in of the caliber of Ron Velvet and his support, Nate.
Very talented, yeah.
Holy moly, dude.
That was amazing to hear in studio. Yeah.
Right?
The first one was in the headphones, and I didn't have the privilege. But just hearing his smooth, velvety voice, I understand why they gave him that name. And I also appreciate, is he still here? I love that you listen to your music.
Oh, yeah.
And you're not afraid to, because some people make something or they do something or they film something and they don't want to watch it because they're afraid. And I think that prevents you from getting better. So kudos to you for not being afraid of your own stuff. That's important, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I oftentimes say, like, when we do something creative, I don't want compliments, right? If you watch the show, you can say good job or whatever. But I'd rather you say, like, hey, man, keep the tempo up, or give me some constructive criticism. So next time on the next show, it's like we get a little bit better and a little bit better. And, I think the show isn't about Luca and me. It's really about the talent.
Yes.
Right? Whoever's going to sit in that chair, you have to suffer through us two. And then you're going to hear the great performances.
Absolutely.
But not everyone performs, by the way. Right? I mean,
No, I mean,
there
art
could be
takes
some
many
actors,
forms. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I mean, whatever the talent is of the people who come onto the show,
Absolutely.
we're going to discover that, and we're going to learn about their experiences. That's the important part, and that's really what we're after, is like seeing your talent and learning about your experience. When we're talking about how are you going to get your song out there.
Like you said, there's
right?
no blueprint. It's all
Really?
Everyone has a unique way to get there. Yeah.
Well, for this show as well, and that's what I recommend for everybody out there in TV land or computer land, wherever you are.
Computer land, I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Really, we're sitting here today. I'm talking to you and to Paul,
And to you.
and we have all these people here who are watching because of an idea and the implementation of the idea. We're going to do credits and we're going to say thank you to everybody in a few minutes. But people like Mark Labella,
Yeah.
Is
Producer
just
Mark,
really
yeah.
inspirational to have ideas and then really go after it,
Yeah.
for no other reason than we're creative beings,
Right.
and that's what we do.
Not to get too meta,
But
but it is
that's-
like the guy who made the first wheel. Nobody told him to do it.
Right?
He might have done it for sexual attention. We don't know. But whatever motives he had an idea and he did it.
Yeah.
And so this is a rough wheel.
It's going to get better.
It's
going
gonna
to
get smoother. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But Mark has come up with a show. It's called Actors on Shots.
Another Argentum production, yes.
Actors and Shots.
Actors and shots, yeah.
How many times are we going to say Actors and Shots and promote your stuff? Right?
At least two more,
Whatever.
actors and shots.
He's
Actors and shots.
attention whore, but in a good way, in the best way possible.
Yeah,
And
we want him here, yeah.
But that's another here at Argentum Studios. It's another show. It's another creative idea that we want to get out there, and that's what we're doing. How can we help you? How can Phil and Paul, inspire you? If you're not inspired now, maybe you will be later. And then now you're inspired and you're actually grinding it out. Okay, on that grind, what can our experiences, what can the experiences of our guests lend to you to figure out?
What kind of inspiration?
Yeah, like how can you do it just a little bit better,
Yeah.
right? I mean, do you watch more movies? What do you do to get better?
I listen to directors' commentaries on movies all the time.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm all about director
On
commentaries.
the
I feel like it's a
DVD?
free film
You have
class.
to get a DVD for that, don't you?
I do, yeah, DVDs. Yeah, the one for Blade 2 in particular has one of the best director commentaries because it's Guillermo del Toro. And he's so animated about what he's talking about, And there's a scene where they're underground and he made the tunnels look like a way because he loves vaginas. He wanted to I want to look vaginas everywhere. It's on the director's commentary.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was like half directing class, half improv character learning. Yeah, it was good.
I mean, yeah. So if you only watch Netflix like me or, any streaming service, you're not going to get the extra content, are you?
No, probably not. Although I do love Netflix for giving me movies. Like I saw Tremors the other day on Netflix. I could see it for $3 in the bin, or I could just Netflix has Tremors, and I watched it. It was a beautiful movie.
Well, I am not going to respond to the Tremors conversation because I just really want to go back to the,
Speaking
getting
of Tremors,
better.
we're in LA, where actors are.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, next week we have a really exciting guest coming, much in the same way like Ron Velvet came and performed. Our guest will be J.D. Mata.
Oh, J.D. Mata.
From Short and Sweet Film Festival. He's going to perform as well.
What's he performing?
Well, he's a singer-songwriter as well. Everyone has to perform acoustically unless you sing to the soundtrack like Ron did. And it's going to be great. Let's just recap Ron a little bit, though. I mean, great guy.
Great guy, very talented. Half Filipino, raised on the mother's side.
He's a hapa?
Yeah. On the mother's side or father's side?
My dad's also Filipino, but we're also mixed with like French, Spanish, like a bunch of stuff.
How many parents do you have? No.
Right.
But yeah, it's weird. Filipinos are very, very talented. If you ever watch Filipino TV, it's nonstop entertainment shows, and
We didn't get into the karaoke, but I'm sure. Like,
oh man,
you cut your teeth on karaoke.
Yeah. You haven't heard Frank Sinatra right until you've heard it through a Filipino accent.
Right. Like a thick one.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But singing, songwriting, acting. I mean, the sky's the limit, bro.
You know what's great? The more you do it, the more people hear it. The more you get funny stories like your Velvet nickname, and you never know where those awesome things are going to come from. Absolutely.
Well, that's part of it. So how do you learn? We said this before, right? We learn through education, and we learn through experience, and that is, the experience part is invaluable. Grinding it out. I love to say it. It's like almost we should have called the show The Grind, because that's what it's all about.
It is all about
that.
But
I talk.
Right.
And we will learn how to grind through the experiences of our guests.
Yes, every grind is unique. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it has been an education. This has been a good show.
What's the most valuable, way to learn something? Like on the streets, some people say?
There's a lot of ways.
Books?
Yeah, I like to, like Michael Caine writes books on acting. I like to see what people who are more experienced than me say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like to read about it.
Oh, yeah. I've had some gems.
And then you do it.
Yeah.
And then you do it.
I'll go into that next show.
And then you get a little bit older, like me, and you become a fine wine. And then you can tell people what you think they should do. Right? Well, all I think is, like I said, act with sincerity.
Yes.
Right? And then, bam, you're going to, people are attracted to that.
Definitely.
Like, be sincere.
Absolutely.
Right? Care about people. Care about yours. Be prepared. Care about people.
And be genuine.
Yeah.
Valuable advice for this day's show.
Yeah.
This has been a great show of first episode of Talk Talk. Congratulations, PhillyG, for first episode. We'd like to thank our producer. Here we'd like to thank our producers, Mark Labella, Ed Sunga, Kevin Arreaga, and Becca Maddy. We want a special thanks for our guest here, Ron Velvet and Nate Evans. Our background Cityscape image is brought to you by Ted Soqui. And of course, we are filming live in Studio A at Argentum Studios in North Hollywood, California, near Harmon Press, Teamsters 572.
Yeah.
And with A&I Fine Art Photography attached.
That's right. Can we talk about the intro song a little bit?
Oh yeah, what would you like to say?
Yeah, that's my band.
Oh no way! Hey,
yeah.
Hey, if you're listening to Talk Talk with PhillyG, you're also listening to Sing with PhillyG.
No.
All right, let's take that music out.
Shout with PhillyG. We're not gonna play it again. The only music we want to hear today is from Mr. Velvet.
Oh, in that case,
that was so good. I'm gonna play that over and over again. I'm glad, in fact, that it's gonna be on YouTube so people could just replay it.
Absolutely. The album is called The Velvets, right?
The Velvet EP.
The Velvet EP. You can find that.
On Velvet, you'll find it.
Right.
Yeah, just
Spotify.
Yeah. Filipino Velvet. Look for that. Just Google that one. No, Ron Velvet.
Velvet.
You find him on Spotify. You find him on YouTube. The album is The Velvet EP.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Japonica in Redondo, beautiful restaurant.
Definitely.
Japanese tapas. Check that out. And of course, our photographer.
Phil Montgomery.
Phil Montgomery with the Your Headshot, Your Story.
I'll never forget
portraiture.
Phil Montgomery. He's awesome. So yeah, always reach out to him.
Excellent.
And let's just thank again all the people who make this show possible.
Yes, give it up for you guys.
Yes.
Working hard in the studio.
Thank you. The very first show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Ed. And we're gonna, thank you, Paul.
No, thank you, PhillyG. Appreciate that.
Awesome, Luca. I keep calling Luca. Paul, thank you very much.
Yeah, let's take
Do we have a little outro music?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
No, Ron Velvet, don't turn that off.
Goodbye.
Wait, no.
No, let's have a little Ron
What
Velvet.
did I just
to take us
say?
out. Here we go.
Hold on. There you go.
There's Mr. Ron Velvet.
Come here. Here we go. Come on. Can you sing it out?
I can if I can
Let's
hear,
go.
but I can't hear it on the
Here.
yeah. You want to sing it again?
Go here. Let me get out of your way. Let's
Yeah.
sing it out.
Try it again, man. Let's try it.
Try it again.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I didn't know where we were.
All right, this is Ron Velvet performing here at Talk Talk with PhillyG.
Wow, look at that intro, man.
All right.
I know that you've been sitting on the dreams that you've been wishing, but I've been doing my thing. And I could feel that you've been sipping on a drink, tripping, and you was dropping my name. What's the point of a future going nowhere? Cause our dreams not aligned. You was sticking together forever, don't wanna waste your time. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. But baby girl, you ain't for me. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. But baby girl, you ain't for me. Sing it with me, man. You plus me equals nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, baby girl, you ain't for me. Sing it one more time. You plus me equals nothing.
Nothing.
Hey, baby girl, you ain't for me. Baby, you should dry your eyes. You should dry your eyes. Baby girl, you ain't for me.